Hey guys, welcome to Punky's World. Okay, got a couple of things. So we'll get it out of the sunshine. There we go. To talk to you about. We've talked a little bit about this book, but I really want to talk to you about it. And I'm going to talk to you about this little book. You need. Okay, I'm going to take that out for scrapbooking. You absolutely need some kind of contact log for your genealogy. Oh, if I didn't welcome you to Punky's World, that's where you're at. You need a contact log. This is one of those that came in a kit and you could make it, so I did. And I turned it into a genealogy contact log. Remember I showed you the other book that I called our Bible? It is, but so is this. You note phone numbers, who you called, email addresses, who you emailed, all of it in one place. Whether it be individuals, cemeteries, anything. And write down who the individual is. Like I talked to a minister who's a DNA match. Was connected by. I even wrote who I was contacted by in here. And I still use this. That's why I pulled it out. It should be in here. I don't have it very organized. I should have the dates of all my contacts, but I have plenty of room in here. Plenty of room. And it's so pretty. So address, okay, so that means I have to, and it shows you who I'm in contact with. So it's very important to keep something like this. Whether you take one of those hardcover journals, because I do recommend you use something with a hard cover, or a makeshift day planner like this one. Sorry, I get that all over me when I drink it. I like this one because it's hard covered. You can add to it if you want to. Plenty of blank pages here in the back. I just have been finding the next blank page and writing. This one has a pen holder, which you can definitely use. I like that this one has this. That closes it. The little elastic that closes it. I love that feature. You don't need that feature, but I like that feature. Because if I want to take it with me on a genealogy trip, that keeps it closed. So if there's something in here, it won't fly out in my bag and get lost. So those are the things I like about this. And I like the paper. It's pretty stiff. It's pretty firm. There's separations, although I don't use the months that are separated. You could be extremely organized with it. I laugh because I'm not, but you could be if you use it like a day planner. Some of my edges have come off. I might repair those when I get the scrapbooking stuff. But yeah, this is the genealogy contact log. I highly recommend one. Again, hardback. You can get it with an elastic. Love the elastic. Why does this part not want to be even with the rest? A lot of the journal notebooks do come with this, or they come with the ribbon. In every journal I've had, just about, as an adult anyway, has come with a ribbon that goes down inside to the page you're on, which is super helpful. And you can do that with this too. I can just go in and say I'm on this page. Okay, put it there, and it doesn't stay. It doesn't stay, does it? Bad example, but basically, this elastic's a little stretched out because other things have been in here, so it's been stretched. But you might be able to do that with the elastic. So I just wanted to give you a primer on this and the kinds of things that you would write in here. For example, Maine Historical Society regarding the state school for boys. And there's a phone number in the extension when they're open. It's my cousin Jan's email. The Maine Youth Department of Corrections, museum, history, Dinah Herzog. I wrote some names in here, probably shouldn't be in here. Phone numbers. Husband is Lindor Cox, great-grandson. Okay? So that way I know who the heck I'm talking to. This is a cemetery. So yeah. And who's the sexton of the cemetery? That is the caretaker. So yeah, that's how we do that book. You can also print out contact log pages online and bind them yourself. Just punch holes in them and throw them in a 3-ring binder. I will link said contact pages. Link to box. Okay, I wrote that down so I won't forget. To link you to some logs. Okay. This book is by Kenneth R. Marks. It's called Finding Your Ancestors for Free. Now, what I like about this book is it comes with a digital copy. I have a digital copy on my computer. And while I'm finishing editing December, I will go on my computer and go through, see what I can find. Oh, I'll have to look at that. What's that? Oh, I have a bookmark in Connecticut. I'm going to put a bookmark right here in California. Because that could be good. I didn't realize how much they had. So, yeah. Alright, Massachusetts is back here. I'm from Massachusetts, but I have family all over the place. I was going to say all over the globe. Well, I do, I guess, technically. And there's a lot from Massachusetts. Because I have family in, let's see, how many states can I name? California, Colorado, Vermont, Maine, Michigan, California, okay, wait, Massachusetts, where I live, Maine, Vermont, California, Colorado, Michigan, Minnesota, let's see, did I miss any? I'm sure I did. You might have some in New Hampshire. Family in Rhode Island. Connecticut. Oh, can't believe I didn't say Connecticut. That's at least 10 states. And you might be surprised if you were to sit down and try to make a list of the states where you have family or had family to help you with your genealogical connections. I'm not talking one cousin moved here. I'm talking several members of your family are in a place. I mean, one cousin moved there. If it's recent, you don't need to worry about the history, but at any rate, do this as a skill builder, or as sort of a test. Take a piece of paper and write down right at the top states where I have ancestors, and then or relatives, as chances are. Write them down and see how many you come up with. I just came up with 10 off the top of my head, which is insane to think about, but it's true. Now in California, mine only go back to 50s or 60s, but I have several people there. I have lines in Colorado that go way back a fair ways. I mean, mid-century. Connecticut, they go back to the 1800s. Excuse me. Maine, they go back forever. And then what you can do is sort of take that list, and I think I'm going to take my own advice here. Take that list and write down the era that you had family in that area, if you know. For example, for me, from Maine, it would be like the 1700s to present, literally. For Massachusetts, it'd be the 1600s to present. For Connecticut, it would be right around 1890 to present. Trying to think. Excuse me. Vermont would go way back to present, because I'm pretty sure I still have some there. And if you can, the states where you have the most people that go the furthest back, take those states and write the towns that people come up in most often. Now, obviously, if you're working in the Midwest or out west, then you're going to do county, because they don't do records by town out there. They do it by county. But here in the Northeast, we do it by town. So, New York is another one that I go way back to. That's 11. Then you want to write down the names. Like I said, you want to write down the state. You want to write down the surnames that you have there. So you write down the state. Maybe make some kind of a log. You need to write down the state, the surnames you have in that state, the approximate dates which they lived there, and either the town or the county, depending on how the state holds their records. I'm going to take my own advice and do that, and I'll show that to you once it's done, to give you an idea of where I'm going with that. Sorry, looking at the clock. To give you a better idea, you know. Okay. If you find a state where you only have one person and it's more recent, or one family and it's more recent, then you don't need to go back into their archives, obviously. And that's what it's going to help us with. It's going to help me too. Also, something I got from Genealogy TV, the fan club. And what that means is friends, associates, and neighbors. Research them, have them in floating trees. We talked about floating trees last time, where you put someone in your tree, you just attach them to anyone, then you detach them. So that they just float around in the air in your tree. You can delete them once you find out they're not related or whatever. Or once you get all the information you need out of having them there. So that's definitely a tool I'm going to use, and I am using it for my great-grandmother. I detached the people that were thought to possibly be her parents and made them a floating tree by themselves within my tree. That way you don't have 8 trees floating around. I'm going to do that with Paninia Dalzell too, so that I can get rid of the tree that I have for her. And just put her in as a floating tree till I figure out where she belongs, because I know she belongs, because I matched DNA with about a zillion of her great-great-grandchildren. I just can't figure out exactly where she belongs. And she doesn't belong on my Dalzell side, as far as I know, because my Dalzell line is a great-aunt and a great-uncle and their kids. Shouldn't go back any further than James. So, and this line doesn't hook up to James, doesn't hook up to his father and mother. So it's a way to do it. You just hook her up to whoever, hook them up to whoever. You know, I'll hook up Paninia Patience Dalzell to Grandma Patience, you know, and her husband James McQuarrie, if I can talk today, up to Patience, then unhook them from Patience, and they'll be floating in the tree. And have their own section floating in the tree. And that will get rid of the need for that extra tree. So, those are some things that I think will help. And I'm going to research these other YouTube genealogists. I haven't had the time because I have been busy editing December. I am almost done. I have one more here and 2 more here. So I have 3 more total. I have 1 more missing. Well, I have 1 more regular case and 2 more Doe Fridays to do. So I have 3 more to do, and I'm done editing December. And I'll have a little pocket of time where I can work on this. So that's my plan. And I am going to do that, what I just talked to you about. I'm going to take a piece of paper, I'm going to draw lines, and I'm going to create a log for each state. I don't know why I never thought about that before. And I came up with that on my own. That wasn't a tip or a trick from anyone else but my pea brain. So I hope it's helpful to you. Please let me know. I would love to hear comments from fellow genealogists. I have had comments on other videos I've done, like when I asked for help on great-grandma Patience. I did get some comments on that video, and I want to thank you. So, God bless you. Please subscribe, We're trying to get to 100 by Christmas, and we can do it. We only need 8 more. I do a lot of these videos. You can check out my entire genealogy playlist. I think this is one of the best ones I've done in terms of flow and information and stuff in this particular category. So I will see you tomorrow. When and if the other package comes in, I'll probably do the video tonight for tomorrow. And that's it. Thank you so much. Bye, guys. God bless you. Mwah.